Scott. Ask Scott.
Hey, Scott. My name is John from Pennsylvania. Just wanted to say thank you for all the information you put out there. It's really helped me quite a bit. My question is, I'm selling an item, a private label item that I've been selling for about 2 months now, just a little over 2 months. It's doing pretty well, but the question I have is, I guess Amazon damaged a few of my items. I've seen them as warehouse damaged, or customers sent them back and they were damaged. And Amazon has reimbursed me for them, which is fine. The issue is now they've relisted them on my listing, and they're trying to sell them, which doesn't matter to me. That's fine too. But when trying to change my listing or change the title to optimize it more for pay-per-click, I'm unable to do that because I'm assuming it's because they're on the listing. The product I'm selling is I'm selling at like a $50 to $55 price point, and they're selling them, the used ones, for like $43, $44, which is kind of prohibitive for me to just buy them all back. So I was wondering if you had any experience with this, or have heard of anybody that's had experience with this, and maybe could kind of point me in the right direction or give me a little bit of advice. Thank you. Keep up the good work, and hope to hear from you soon.
Hey, John, thank you so much for the question. And yeah, that's something that can happen for sure. And here's what you could do. Well, there's a couple different things that you could do. Number one is when that item is damaged, and then they are basically going to say, okay, yeah, we damaged it, and we're going to go ahead and buy it back from you, or we're going to basically pay you for the item as if it was purchased because we know that you lost a sale, but now they're going to turn around and sell it as used. What you could do there, though, is on that damaged inventory, I would just have it be pulled. I would just pull that inventory. So any of your damaged goods, you should be able to pull that, and that doesn't allow you to get necessarily reimbursed. But sometimes, you could get reimbursed, but then they're paying for the item. So now it's their item now, right? They bought it off of you in a sense. So I would say I'd rather pull the inventory, lose whatever my cost of goods are, and not allow them to buy it back from me, if that makes sense. Now, if you wanted to, you could just, like you said, you can almost just, if you want to get the buy box back, because if you're losing 10 sales a day because they have 2 of those up there and people are going to buy those instead, number one, those 2 are going to be gone. There's only going to be a limited amount of those. But if you're losing a ton of sales on a daily basis because they have 10 or 15 units in there and you don't want to have to buy all of those back, well, you kind of have to probably lower your price in order to get the buy box back, or again, just let those sell out. I mean, that's really the only thing that you can really do. Now, you're also talking about, what can you do as far as changing the listing? Because now they technically overrided your listing, which in this case, I don't know how they can do that if it's a used item, unless they've taken it over as the brand now. So I'm a little confused there on that, because if you're still, and the other thing I would have to ask is, are you brand registered? If you're brand registered, that should not be happening. If you're not brand registered, that could be a slight issue there for you. So again, there's a couple of things there that aren't clear, but I would say worst case, if they have a couple units that are in stock, let those sell and then you'll have everything back. But if they've already taken it over to where you can't edit, then I would contact them and say, listen, I'm the brand owner here. I need control back. I need to be able to edit my own listing. And then you can kind of get to the bottom of it that way. Contact the catalog team. And then I would, try to get some answers there. That would probably be your best bet. Again, this may be something that you have to kind of let itself work out if you don't want to buy those pieces back yourself, like you said, at $40 when you're selling them for $50. But if it gets your buy box back, that you're able to get, your natural sales, if you're selling, like I said, 10, 15, 20 a day, that may be worth it if there's only a couple of units in there. Like I said, in the future, I would say any damaged goods, just have it destroyed, or no, I'm sorry, don't have it destroyed. Basically, have it pulled and have it sent back to you. Or if you don't want to pay the shipping to have it sent back to you, then basically have it destroyed. Okay, so that's a couple of different options there for you. So hopefully this has helped you. Hopefully it's helped anyone else that's kind of dealing with this, because understand that if you take money from Amazon for a product that is technically, and I'm doing the air quotes, damaged, they're buying it back and they're buying it from you. So now they can sell that product, right? And now you're going to have someone selling, Amazon in this case, you're going to have someone that's buying it, and they're selling it on your listing because it's your brand. So I would look at those different factors. Like I said, brand registry, this is where that's really critical, because then it proves that you've went through the steps to say that I'm the official brand of this product. And then the other thing is definitely in the future, just have that inventory pulled and have it either sent back to you or have it destroyed. So those are your different options. So hopefully this helped you. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.